Hi, everyone. Today we have a very special guest with us, Jen Meador. Jen is a research engineer with Ingevity, where she focuses on manufacturing tooling and additive manufacturing. She earned her Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering from the Tennessee Technological University and her Master of Science in Paper Science and Engineering from the Institute of Paper Science and Technology. Jen and her family make their home in the Low Country. This year, Jen has taken on new roles as the chair of the CEJC and as officer with the Society of Women Engineers Low Country chapter as a treasurer. She also supports the Charleston Southern University College of Engineering as chairperson of the advisory board. In her spare time, Jen enjoys volunteering, being creative, and running. We're so excited to have Jen here with us today to share her experiences and insights with y'all. So without further ado, welcome Jen.
Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate this opportunity to kind of share a little bit about myself with everybody. So thanks.
So in your career, what has been your favorite job?
I really have to say what I'm actually focusing on right now is one of my most favorite things in the world, which I never would have thought that this would have been a passion of mine until I tried it. So right now it's additive manufacturing, 3D printing, and I actually 3D print in metal. So it's 17.4 pH. I love the design phase of it. I love figuring out how to print it. I even love when it doesn't print right because then I have to figure out why. Um, I'm really digging into like what I'm doing right now. It's a lot of fun and I'm learning so much every day. That's what I really love about it.
What is one of the best decisions that you've made early on in your career?
Listening to people that had a lot more experience than me and learning from what they had to tell me. I always tried to take people's advice and see if I could apply it to what was going on with whatever I was doing. Because being new, especially in an industry kind of setting, just being able to absorb that information from everyone around you, and that's kind of what I tried to make sure I listened to what people were telling me and tried to apply it.
Yeah, I've had similar experience. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got was to always be teachable and willing to learn.
Absolutely, and I always sounds kind of funny. I always act stupid because then, people tell me lots of information and I absorb more. I learn
Yeah.
more.
If you could go back in time, what piece of advice would you give your 18 or 20-year-old self?
I would give myself the advice to follow your passion. A lot of times people will tell you to follow your dreams. And while sometimes your dreams may be what you think you really want to do, and they may not always work out, but if you follow your passion, then that is something that you really enjoy doing, and you find satisfaction in doing it, or you find your ability to be able to complete goals or make a difference. And when you have that passion about it, then it comes a lot easier. It makes it it gives you happiness in your life. And I want to be happy. I want to be doing something for other people. So if that's a passion, then I get more out of it. Plus people get more out of me as well. My husband and I were talking about this recently, and sometimes you may not know what that passion is. And that's where you just literally have to jump out of your comfort zone and try new things because you never know. I really never would have known 3D printing, additive manufacturing would have been a passion had this opportunity not given to me here at work. So, yeah, follow your
Yeah.
passion.
In your opinion, what is the most important personality trait that someone in your industry would need to be successful?
So, my profession is, basically research and development. And with that, you need to have the ability to fail. And I say that because every failure is a learning opportunity. But in research and development, you got to understand not everything works out, and not everything's going to be a success every time you do it. So as long as you learn how to fail and learn how to um, take from that failure and learn from it, then that would be like the best quality for somebody, especially in research and development.
Yeah, totally agree. I think some of the most important lessons I've ever learned have come from the biggest failures because you never want to repeat them.
So it's
That
sometimes the
too,
best teacher. Yep.
exactly.
What is your favorite hobby?
Believe it or not, if you can't tell from my bio, that my favorite hobby is volunteering. Um, I like providing my time and my skills wherever I can, whenever I can, to make somebody's life better. whether it's helping out a STEM education, whether it's helping out Girl Scouts, or whether it's volunteering in the school, just to be able, I love helping people. So that really is one of my hobbies. Yeah, I run, but I can't run as much anymore. Getting old does that to you. And I like really working with my hands. So doing crafting and stuff like that and just being creative. I enjoy that as well.
Is there anything that you'd like to promote while you're here?
Well, CEJC is going to have a social coming up. I think right now we're trying to plan one in the next month or two, but we're definitely going to have one in June. So we'd like to have all of our members join us in June for a social event for CEJC. But as far as Society of Women Engineers, we have a huge event. It's Women in Industry Day. It's going to be April 21st at Trident Tech. We'd love to have all sorts of, mainly ladies, join us for that event. It's going to be a great event where it's a lot of professional development, a great, excellent time. So if anyone would like to do that, we have that available.
So what is the best way to connect with you, via email or social media?
So I have several email addresses that's available. So charlestonejc@gmail.com. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can definitely reach out to me on Facebook, Jennifer Meador, and you should see my face. So you'll know it's me.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Jen, for taking the time. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity.